today is going to be part 2 of the clutch replacement in Titan, my 2006 Mitsubishi minicab dump truck. So I am right now walking to the airport. I've got all my documentation here. My clutch arrived 2 days early. I wasn't expecting it till next week, but this is great news. Unfortunately, we got one hell of a storm going on right now, windstorm, and rain is coming. So I may or may not be able to get this done today. I did already get the the flywheel remachined. That was really quick. I dropped it off at the machine shop. They said, come back in an hour and they'll have it done for me. I picked it up the next day. But anyway, I'll have all the parts to do the job. I'm mostly getting some new transmission oil, and we'll get on it. But let's get this part first. Well, I don't think I'll be doing it today. I just cleared customs, and in a matter of 5 minutes, it is pouring rain. So we just got these storms rolling through, and as you know, I don't have a shop yet, although I did get another hurdle cleared for that. So anyway, I'm gonna head back to the shipping company here where it's being held and pick this up and get the heck back in my warm truck. All right, I am in my nice warm furnace room with the wood stove going. Got my work boots drying out. I got rain gear drying out, hockey gear, everything's drying out. But more importantly, I've got the flywheel sitting down there, all machined up, ready to go. Transmission's in here. I went and picked up a couple liters of Redline MT90. This is a GL4 type of oil, so that's what I'm using for the transmission. I've already got, I think it holds a little more than that. I'm not 100% sure. I've got another half liter from leftover from another job. But here in this box is the clutch. All right, let's open up the box. I love opening up a box of new parts. So we've got the friction disc, throw-out bearing, the pressure plate, and a couple of stickers and business cards. So Proline parts, you can get them at minitruckgarage.com. Those guys are a supplier. Shout out to Todd. I called him up and he shipped it out the next day, and it arrived here very quick. So that's awesome. So normally what I like to do is clean the inside of a bell housing all out with some degreaser. But honestly, I do not have time. I'm just going to get this done. So we're going to pop the old throat bearing off, and I've got the new one here. Oh, and of interest now, the starter, as you know, was very difficult to get out. It was held on by only a small, you can see how thin that little flange is, but there's enough corrosion on there that it, yeah, it was stuck. So I got to go through that with a little bit of paper, sandpaper, and just kind of clean that up a little bit. And but I did get the starter out with, I put a bit of heat on the bell housing here and just get a few taps in it. It popped out. Okay, to get the retaining clip off, it basically hooks around like this and goes over the back. I just pulled this out a bit and it unhooked, and now this should slide off. Yeah, like that. And now what I'll do is I will clean this surface up here. Okay, so I got a very light coating of grease on the part that the throat bearing slides on, so we'll just put that on there. And there you go. Now I just got to put my retaining clip. Where the heck did that go? I don't think I'll be able to do it with one hand holding the camera, but yeah, I'll hook this around the bottom and it'll go around the top, and that'll be the throat bearing in. All right, there's the throat bearing on. So the next thing to do is actually go ahead and install the flywheel. All right, I got all the bolts cleaned up. The flywheel bolts are going to be torqued between 51 and 58 foot-pounds. I don't know about the pressure plate bolts. I'll just do whatever. But I will be going with 58 because I do like to go on the higher end of being tight. All right, let's see what's going on outside here. Ugh. It is raining a little bit, and yeah, it is windy. I do love a windstorm. It's pretty cool with these trees, but I think I'm gonna get my rain gear on and I'm gonna tough it out. So if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be like impossible to film. If there's a couple of key points, I will stop and film it. But really, putting a transmission back in, it's just the opposite of what I did. It's going to be so windy with the mic when these gusts come up. It's going to be gross. And honestly, I don't really want to waste time. I want to get this done as quick as I can. So I'm just going to bust my butt and get this done. All right, the clutch is in. Now, this kit did not come with an alignment tool, so I eyeballed it. I hope it's good. It looks good to me. Just also wanted to show you to tighten up the flywheel bolts and the pressure plate bolts. I put the starter bolt in here and just jammed the screwdriver with the ring tooth in there and actually up this way, and was able to hold that while I tightened up all the bolts. So again, I'm at 58 pounds on the flywheel bolts, and up here I did them by hand. I would guess they're probably around 28, 30 foot-pounds on those. All right, next thing to do is pop this bolt out and lift the transmission in. All right, quick little update. Obviously the transmission's went in super easy. Obviously I had it lined up good enough, that clutch by eye. It slid right on, put the bolts in. So the bell housing bolts are done up, starter's installed, front drive shaft is installed, rear drive shaft is installed, although I still gotta tighten up the bolts. I dropped the lock washer, it's somewhere over there, I gotta find it. The vacuum lines are hooked up, the wires are hooked up, the shifter cables are hooked up. Just trying to think of anything else other than putting in oil in the transmission. So, belly pan. We got to put the belly pan underneath back on. That's one thing I got to do. But that was very quick. I mean, the time lapse, I'll probably edit it a bit so that it's not super boring, but that was very easy. And the weather has only been spitting rain, so I'm going to carry on here, get that rear drive shaft done up, and put some oil in it. So looking on the side of the transmission, there's two fill holes, one there, and of course, if you remember the drain, which is over there. So people are asking, which one do we do? If this is like the transfer case and this is the transmission, well, this one here, right on there, says oil filler. So that's the one I'm going with. I'm assuming it fills through. Maybe this is just another magnet to help catch any, very fine particulate over time when you get a bit of wear. I don't know, but this is the one that I'm going with. I've lowered the truck down to get it level, and we're gonna pump some oil in. There's three outstanding things. One, the ground strap that goes on the side of the transmission onto the frame. I forgot to get a new one of those, so I've got to deal with that. No big deal. Over here, I'll show you the ground strap the positive terminal. The bolt, it was really, oh, there you go, it just fell off. It rusted, it fell off. So I've just got that on there tight. I got to deal with that. And I got so excited that I forgot to put the under tray on. So I'll do that later because we've only got about another half hour of good light here. I want to go get the excavator fired up and move this thing down there. And let's go load this thing up because I got a lot this little truck has got to do for me. We'll adjust that clutch probably. So there you go. I got myself a working dump truck, just fixed it, and I've already got it put to work. This little excavator of mine, this little Bobcat E20, great machine, love it. But I've got a lot of stuff to do back here. Some brush, I'm going to be burning some, but some of the largest stuff I'll be taking to a organic recycling place. And yeah, it won't be long. I'll be putting it to use, digging up a whole bunch of gravel over here because I'm getting the last report done from my building permit. And I'll have that next week. So I should be submitting for my permit. I should be breaking ground early in January 2026. So stand by for that one. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of a short one because I just want to get it done with the weather. I'd like to thank the weather because it stayed for the most part dry, and the wind, as you can hear, has died down, but apparently there's more coming. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Have yourself a great day. All right, before I sign off, I did want to say one last thing. Today is quite a sad day. We lost Greg Biffle and his family. They were tragically killed in a plane crash. Now, I watch Cletus McFarland, as probably a lot of you do. He's a pretty popular guy on YouTube. And Greg Biffle has been such a great friend with those people. Helped Cletus get into getting on to hit Daytona, Talladega. They've done a lot of fun stuff together, and it's just truly tragic. I was a gut punch when I heard that today, that unfortunately we lost Greg Biffle. So rest in peace. Condolences to all his remaining family and all of his friends and followers. Sad day.